Valencia is an incredible European city to visit while on vacation or to consider moving to if that's what you're looking for. It's home to hot summers, mild winters, amazing architecture, pleasing paella, savory seafood, and a jamón that will make you question every piece of pork you've had prior. Now there are multiple ways to get around the city. There's a fast and reliable metro system that can get you from the airport to the beach and everywhere in between, a bus system that can take you all around the city and to the towns along the outskirts, but we're going to show you the absolute best way to experience Valencia while you're here. Listos? Vamonos!
Hey guys, a quick disclaimer before we continue with the rest of this video. A lot of you viewers have correctly commented on our YouTube channel name. You mentioned how OLA, hola, in Spanish means wave, like an ocean wave, as opposed to the traditional greeting hola, as in hi, which is spelled H-O-L-A. Now that was actually done on purpose.
And the reason why we did that channel name is because this lovely human's last names are Osorio Luna. So we had Osorio Luna Adventures Spain. That's a lot to say. For me, for you, mouthful, we're not doing it. So we did a play on words with hola. And we hope that it just clarifies that issue and addresses the elephant in the room with the naming issue.
Now that that's taken care of, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Valencia is an incredibly pedestrian-friendly city, with street art that is easy to marvel at and tapas bars on every corner where you can sit and bask in the Spanish sun. But in my opinion, you will miss out on truly experiencing Valencia unless you jump on a bike and ride around the city. Like this guy and these gals. Valencia is a biking city, and biking here is inexpensive, fun, freeing, and gives you the sensation of being a kid again. No matter your age, young or old, it's the thing to do to get the most out of your Valencian vacation. What's that old saying? When in Rome, do as the Romans do? Well, here in Spain, it's grab a bike and do as the Spaniards do. I'll go over some quick tips on getting a bike, the costs, and the laws, just so you don't have to figure it out on the fly when you come visit. Now you can rent a bike at one of the many bike rental businesses placed all over the city, like this one. They provide not only the bikes, but helmets, child seats, and even phone mounts. Now I've gone ahead and listed the basic local bike laws on the screen, but the ones that I have personally seen most heavily enforced are the ones in all caps. Aside from that, the rest are not as enforced, but please remember to always be safe, use common sense, and be respectful to pedestrians and other cyclists. We start this journey in the Ruzafa neighborhood. Ruzafa is a multicultural and trendy neighborhood that is a top choice for expats. It is filled with coffee shops, bakeries, cafes with terraces, late night bars and clubs, restaurants, parks, and it is situated right next to the Parque Central, which has green spaces, playgrounds, sandbox, rock wall, and a splash pad for the kids. The streets are dotted with small art galleries, indie clothing boutiques, and organic food shops, while the stalls in the Mercat de Ruzafa offer all the meats, produce, and fish you desire. Now, biking on the street may not be for everyone, especially if you're coming from a place like where we come from, where cyclists on the streets were seen as more of a nuisance than anything else. If street riding isn't your cup of tea, I have an even better alternative. Welcome to the Jardín del Turia. Built in 1987, it used to be the old River Turia, which was rerouted following a devastating flood which took place in October 1957, and it took an estimated 80 to 100 lives and devastated the city. The river was rerouted after the flood, and the city managers originally had plans for a transportation hub in the old riverbed, but a strong citizen campaign with the slogan, "Turia's bed is ours and we want him alive," forced the city to plan for a large urban park. And a large urban park they got. The Jardín del Turia is 9 kilometers or 5.6 miles long and 160 meters or 525 feet wide. I won't call it the heart of the city, but it is definitely the city's major artery. It cuts through the center of the city from the northwest side to the southeast towards the Mediterranean. Its landscape is dotted with playgrounds, soccer fields, basketball courts, exercise equipment, and is connected to some of the best tourist attractions in the city. On the northwest end of the Turia is the Parque de Cabecera. This lovely park has a lake where you can rent paddle boats or enjoy a picnic on the large lawns or the hilltops where these views are coming from. It is conveniently connected to the biopark, which is a fun interactive zoo that is a must visit when in Valencia. Now as we head down the Turia, it's easy to be awe-stricken at the beauty of this park. We ride by the famous Valencia orange trees, pass below the ancient bridges still found in the city, and you run into people out enjoying the sun, walking, running, or picnicking in this beautiful garden sanctuary. Underneath this large open space where you can regularly witness dance and fitness classes taking place is actually the Alameda metro station, where you can hop off and find yourself right in the middle of the Jardín del Turia. We pass the Palau de la Música, which is a concert hall that hosts many types of musical acts and orchestras. Then we come upon one of the grandest playgrounds I have ever witnessed, Parque Gulliver. This completely free park is home to a monumental 70-meter sculpture of Gulliver from Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels. This sculpture represents the exact moment when Gulliver arrives in Lilliput and is tied down by the native Lilliputians. Parents and children can become Lilliputians for a day themselves, climbing on and off Gulliver via the many stairs, climbing nets, ramps, tunnels, and slides. There's even a tower you can climb to get an almost bird's eye view of this amazing sculpture. If you have children, this is a must-visit spot as they have food and restrooms as well. From here, it's a short ride along the Turia to the famous and iconic City of Arts and Sciences. This gorgeous stretch of the Turia houses the Palau de las Artes, which hosts operas, concerts, and ballets. The Hemispheric, which is a digital 3D cinema with a huge 900-meter concave screen which almost completely envelops spectators. Museo de las Ciencias offers different interactive exhibitions about science and technology. And Europe's biggest aquarium, the Oceanographic, is found here as well. On the way back from the City of Arts and Sciences, we pass the Ponte de las Flores. And as we exit one of the many exits along the Turia, we come upon the Torres de Serranos, which were built in the 14th century between 1392 and 1398. Here we ride along through the old town right into the Plaza de la Virgen with its beautiful sights, flocked by tourists and tapas bars. Then we ride through the crowds toward the Mercat Central de Valencia, which is on the left, and the Lonja de la Seda on the right. Finally, we cruise through the Plaza del Ayuntamiento, where they are preparing for the biggest celebration of the year, which are the famous Fallas de Valencia. If you guys have enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hasta luego.